Hello everyone and welcome to my sister wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives has showed some spectacular highs and lows, and while Garrison Brown stated he missed the old days, polygamy wasn't healthy for him. A lot of Brown kids have grumbled about multiple marriage. They've rejected that relationship model, preferring monogamous partnerships instead. Garrison died dead on March 5, 2024 after taking his own life. He apparently drank a lot and was miserable. Issues with an ex were troubling him. While there were undoubtedly numerous reasons why he made the decision that left his family devastated, being the kid of polygamists definitely had a factor. No one should be responsible for another person's suicide. That's simply not fair, because nobody knows all that was going through Garrison's mind before he committed suicide. However, the late Sister Wives actor has touched on his background, calling out his father. He has admitted that he didn't particularly appreciate being filmed for the program. In a text that he wrote to several production team members and family, KODY and Janelle weren't in the group chat. He remarked, as per E! News. The Brown kids grew up on TV and a lot of child stars have horrible tales. Fame at such a young age may be quite detrimental. It's too much too soon. Being followed by a camera crew puts a lot of strain on youngsters as they age and strive to discover themselves. Most kids don't have to grow up with the entire world monitoring their multiple family. The Brown kids do. In particular, going through adolescence with a production crew documenting so many instances must be dreadful at times. Garrison battled with family members, including Gabriel Brown, while they were being videotaped. They were young, but they were genuinely enjoying a moment. Garrison would become irritated occasionally and lash out at siblings. That isn't rare in families. It would be stranger if it never occurred. However, millions of people watched these intense conversations. They witnessed the Brown kids, including Garrison, being reprimanded on screen. No, they weren't spanked or anything, but they were warned off. In the film above, Garrison appears to be the aggressor in an altercation with Gabriel. KODY and Janelle became upset with him. This isn't typical childhood. The cameras add a degree of difficulty to an already unusual familial scenario. The Browns were openly polygamists in America, where a lot of people find it unusual and even immoral. The program was designed to influence their thoughts, but maybe it accomplished the reverse. It revealed exactly how disastrous a multiple marriage may grow. Since having 18 kids was an incredible struggle for a father, KODY did drop the ball periodically. He was highly into Robin, and it led to his spending more time with her and their children and less time with other youngsters. This dynamic was the direct effect of polygamy. KODY selected a favorite. Maybe a person can genuinely only be in love with one person at one time. That's why polygamists generally have favorites. This placed a lot of strain on Janelle, Christine and Mary Brown. They were left with the brunt of the parenting, particularly during the epidemic, when the family's troubles began to approach critical mass. Robin gained aid from KODY as COVID-19 wreaked havoc, but the other women were out of luck. They were single parents and it imposed so much strain. They didn't have a spouse to turn to. Their kids despised the fact that KODY wasn't in their life. At this time, KODY's preference was much more than a running joke. It became the spark for profound changes in the Brown family. Christine started contemplating about her leaving. She desired more from life than polygamy could offer her. Christine desired a true connection. Janelle was understandably bitter. She had kids to care after who were openly airing their frustrations about KODY. Janelle's absentee husband wanted her to fix all his difficulties by smoothing things up with the kids. Mary was generally disregarded, which is a type of punishment in and of itself. Because the less loved or hated women were trapped with a guy that they were meant to follow, based on multiple marriage beliefs, they had to settle for sexless, loveless existence. To add insult to injury, they had to do all the parenting themselves and put up with Robin, who received all that they had hoped. This was pretty poisonous material. Of course, the youngsters were going to sense all the awful vibrations. Sure, there were pleasant moments, but the kids were living in a fishbowl and some of them were getting dissatisfied. The non-Robin women were getting more sick of the ruse. KODY and Robin were too. Everything was breaking apart and it needed to, but no one realized that Garrison was suffering so severely. They knew he had difficulties, but not a single one knew that he would take his own life. People store things within. They don't share every single notion. They consider issues on their own, silently constructing the jigsaw pieces of their existence. When those parts don't fit, people may feel furious, upset, depressed, even despairing. That's what happened to Garrison. It wasn't just about polygamy or being recorded, but both things were issues. Garrison didn't share the scope of his issues. He masked some of the turbulence from people around him. If only he had reached out. His mother would have done everything to protect him and KODY would have too, despite what some detractors say. He was their son. He is their son. Garrison's spirit lives on forever. It's there in the family's joyful and painful memories. His spirit is in the hearts of the individuals who adore him. They recall what he was like. They knew he was a decent guy. Sure, putting kids on camera is a danger. The sister wives' parents have undoubtedly thought about it many times. Now Sister Wives Season 19 will see KODY and Janelle responding to the news of their son's death. Could anything be more terrible or horrible? No. Plural marriage doesn't work. It only persists when certain individuals put down their feelings, accepting the misogynistic idea of a sacred loneliness. Kids don't usually fare well with polygamy either. During Sister Wives Season 18, the parents all understood that multiple marriage wasn't healthy or pleasant. They were likely indoctrinated into adopting it in the first place. In a way, they're victims too. Now the Browns know better. Garrison will always be loved and remembered, and his loss isn't any person's responsibility. However, polygamy takes a toll on everyone involved, including kids, and so does reality fame. Recently, an insider shared facts concerning the Sister Wives star, Garrison Brown's burial. Additionally, they share details on how the Brown family is dealing following the great weight of losing a loved one suddenly. Sadly, the estranged Brown family came together for something ultimately more essential than whatever conflict they now had. On March 9, the whole Brown clan reunited in Flagstaff, Arizona, under exceedingly challenging conditions. Notably, to remember Garrison Brown, the family gathered to say one final farewell before putting him to rest. KODY and Janelle's kid died dead at age 25 at his own hand. According to an In Touch insider, it was a private funeral for family only. Furthermore, the insider informed the magazine everyone was hugging and tearing up. While they were gathered to celebrate Garrison Brown's life, it was a very heartbreaking day. And they explored how the family was getting with the devastating loss. Saying, it was the hardest thing any of them have ever had to do, but sharing stories about Garrison helped them get through it. Undeniably, the Browns are experiencing a significant lot of difficulty. Before Garrison's death, the multiple marriage crumbled and seeped down across the whole family, creating conflict. Particularly, KODY Brown and his sons, Garrison and Gabriel Brown, had a documented dispute over KODY's rigorous COVID-19 restrictions. While it is unknown whether they ever made peace, it must weigh deeply on KODY's heart that he lost any time with his kid over the conflict. Admittedly, Janelle Brown speaks about Garrison Brown's mental health and how he was growing angrier and sadder. However, it is hard to aid a family member even when you see them rapidly starting to spiral downhill. In a reflection, she observes, he was not as happy-go-lucky. But Janelle grew frightened by mysterious group communications. Garrison sent notes to numerous persons who had worked with the family. Likewise, Garrison added, "I want to hate you for sharing the good times. But I can't." Then he confesses, I miss these days." When news came back to his mom, Janelle Brown, she instinctively realized something could be awry. Following that, she dispatched Garrison's brother, Gabriel Brown, to check up on him. although his attempts weren't in time to assist Garrison, who he discovered dead. Additionally, the insider adds, everyone hopes Garrison's found the peace that seemed to elude him in life. Furthermore, they examine the family and how they are managing this gut-wrenching scenario, saying, while they're all still numb with grief, they know he would be happy seeing the family reunited. Garrison Brown's cousin Emma also shared insights on the sorrowful incident. In an Instagram post, she adds, I had to dress up for your funeral today, and this is everything I wish you could have heard before I had to say goodbye. But her affection is clear, saying, we love you. I don't even possess a photo of you without your captivating grin. I don't know whether I have the correct words to convey I'll miss you. Unmistakably hoping she could meet Garrison, she conveyed genuine feelings regarding her friendship with him. Emma says, I wish I was able to give you a hug and tell you how much you were loved. You were human, you had weaknesses, but never once did I question the relationship we had. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.